Captain Anderson, the man who commanded the aircraft carrier Kestrel and kept her afloat through countless battles.
Nah, I'm just a guy who's fought one losing battle after another.
However, since this war began, this ship hadn't taken a single hit from enemy forces.
This ship may be unharmed, but it pains me to see fewer and fewer pilots coming back every time we launch them out on combat sorties. Now the only pilot left is Captain Snow, the squad leader. Nobody wants an aircraft carrier without aircraft. So we're just sitting idle here.
At the end of the last war, I was assigned the mission of dropping a nuclear weapon on a city in my own country. When I refused and went AWOL, it was Captain Bartlett who took me in. His nickname was also Kid back then. He was a strange man. 15 years since the war and he never got promoted once. In my country there was a group called the Gray Men. And likely to still be around today. To them, I'm a traitor. And for the past 15 years, Bartlett's protected me from them. Speaking of which, you don't think the Gray Men are involved with the disappearance of President Harling, do you?
I've got an intelligence-gathering vessel in my fleet, the Andromeda, that's capable of intercepting all forms of communications. Recently, it picked up a secret message transmitted in Belkan. That, Colonel, is why I called all of you here.
All this intense flying's tough on an old body. From here on out, it's their time to shine. But what'll we do about planes?
We've captured a ship trying to smuggle aircraft from a South Belkan company into Yuktobania. Plenty of planes to choose from.
Mission 20, Ancient Walls.
All right. If there aren't any objections, then I'll take command of this air operation.
We're launching a rescue operation for the President of Osea within the Principality of Belka. The communications intelligence ship Andromeda received information that President Harling is being held in Belka. The location is an old castle positioned on the southern edge of the border zone between Belka and North Osea. Sea Goblin, our helicopter squadron, will handle the direct rescue effort. After securing the area, a helicopter will descend on the castle and drop our infiltrating rescue squad. It will station keep in the air while the rescue is taking place on the ground and in the castle. Your mission is to provide air support for the Sea Goblin's rescue operation and destroy any opposing enemy forces. Choose an aircraft for the mission from the Kestrel's carrier jets and prepare to launch.
Alright, so as you can see, we gotta protect the Sea Goblin squadron while they're making a rescue in the castle. But this is where now we know the truth behind this war. And now we're starting to attack the source, which is the Belkans. But for this mission, we can only choose carrier-based aircraft. Like, for instance, the F-14. As you can see here, I can't choose these. And the only aircraft that we can choose for this mission are listed below right there. F-14s, A-6, F-A-18, F-35, and or Rafale. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do the different forms of the F-14. The different model F-14s for my squad. I'm going to use the F-14D with the special paint, the Zepang paint.
Captain, please choose my plane.
Now I'll have Edge and Archer in the F-14Bs, while Swordsman in the F-14A.
Captain, please choose a plane for me to pilot. Captain, which plane should I use? This formation is not really suited for air-to-ground operations. Do you still want to launch anyway?
We'll rethink this. Yeah, you know what? I'll go F-14B as well. Wow. Wow, that won't even do it. Alright, fine. I'll have to go F-35. Alright, this is the formation I'll use. I'll use the F-35 while Edge and Archer are F-14Bs and Swordsman in his usual F-14A.
Is this the formation you want?
War Dog, launch!
I was hoping it would be all F-14 so it can be like Top Gun. But unfortunately I can't.
Raising pressure, 70, 80, 90, point 15, 48, 32. Confirm, roger. Good to go, sir. Ready to launch anytime. Fighters launch! Flight deck to all flight crews! Hurry up, we've got more coming! This is the flight deck. Roger that, sir. Takeoff complete. Next craft, begin takeoff procedure. Catapult 1 raising pressure, 80, 90, we're in the green zone. Check catapults! Raise the barriers! Blaze, you are cleared for takeoff.
Here we go.
Blaze, altitude restrictions canceled. Return to your mission. Good luck.
Funny you have to be at a certain altitude for it to come up like that. All right, here we go.
Do you read me? You guys should have sight of the castle by now. Sea Goblins go descend for an insertion. So can you take out the air defense batteries for them?
Yes, sir.
Take your time and be thorough. You don't want to leave any standing. This is Sea Goblin. Is Captain Nagase there?
Yeah. Your team rescued me from that mountain in a snowstorm.
That helicopter ride was pretty comfy, huh? Hey, you ever want to transfer here, let me know. Hey, what happened to that motor mount? He's real quiet today.
He's not here. All anti-aircraft fire suppressed. We'll continue protecting the helicopter and infiltration forces.
Nixie, you guys drop first and take up an overwatch position of the area. Those are the scars left behind when 7 Belgian towns evacuated.
All right.
Captain.
Captain, please. Captain, which plane should I use? Is this the formation?
War Dog, launch.
Raising pressure, 70. Blaze, you are cleared for takeoff. Blaze, altitude restrictions canceled. Return to your mission. Good luck.
Captain Snow, I'll be at you 6 o'clock. It's good to be flying with you, sir.
It's been a long time since I've flown in formation.
Back in the first battle after the war began, Chopper, that is, Captain Davenport, told me you yelled at him for getting in your way. I was still sitting reserve back then.
Do you read me? You guys should have sight of the castle by now. Sea Goblin's gonna descend for an insertion. So can you take out the air defense batteries for them?
Yes, sir.
Take your time and be thorough. You don't want to leave any standing.
This is Sea Goblin. Is Captain Nagase there?
Yeah. Your team rescued me from that mountain in the snowstorm.
That helicopter ride was pretty comfy, huh? Hey, you ever want to transfer here, let me know. Hey, what happened to that motorbound? He's real quiet today.
He's not here.
It's a dismal castle standing over a lifeless land.
This is what the end of the world must look like. Even the air over these lands is heavy from the memories of Belka. All anti-aircraft fire suppressed. We'll continue protecting the helicopter and infiltration forces.
Nixie, you guys drop first and take up an overwatch position of the area. We'll be meeting the president himself. Make sure you look sharp.
I hope the president is all right. Those are the scars left behind when 7 Balkan towns evaporated. Nothing's moving down there. It's like the earth itself is dead. I can almost see the bad vibes circling around that castle.
I wouldn't be surprised after witnessing 7 nuclear explosions.
Boy, what a dreary place. Man, why can't we be deployed to a tropical island for a change?
No kidding.
Hit the castle. All right, guys, move out. Hey, we got a line back here. Hurry up and jump. Hurry up and get going before I start shooting somebody.
Target should appear here pretty quick. Besides the gunboats.
Enemy ground force unit is mobilizing reinforcements. Roger. Intercept the reinforcements and keep them from getting the fight. I'm counting on you.
Enemy tanks also emerging from the castle. Should we split up?
Go ahead.
Roger. Dispersing to eliminate the enemy.
This is Kublanai. Proceed with infiltration of the castle.
I'll support the invasion effort at the castle.
The stone structures inside this castle are quite impressive. It feels like there's more than just our enemies lurking in this place.
They'll be wiped down before they reach the castle. Where's their support? outside the castle, too. Ospreys, can you show them some of the same?
Sure thing.
Thanks. Teach them that it's only polite to respond in kind.
These tanks are appearing out of nowhere.
Enemies probably detected them by now. They'll begin a counterattack soon.
Engaging enemy in the castle. They've got armored troops, too. This corridor's a straight shot. Are we gonna run to the other side?
Those
I've
gunboats.
got multiple hits on my radar. Enemy aircraft inbound.
Fighter jets? Don't tell me they got their own fighter jets, too.
That's affirmative. They're definitely fighters.
Guess they use the money from Osea and Yuctabania to supply their own forces. Just protect that helicopter. Hey, fighter jets! Where are they hiding those? We don't stand a chance against them. Hey, time for you guys to step in. Do something about the tanks in the castle. The infiltration force is taking casualties. Meteor 7, missile behind you. Be careful. Your bullets will ricochet off the walls.
Ah, why did I shoot two?
Damage to infiltration force expanding.
What I was gonna say were those gunboats are pretty much infinite. This guy's really sticking to me. Really another turning fight.
We got glass falling from the ceiling. Damn it! Is the president still
Gotcha.
safe? Hurry up and eliminate the enemy tanks in the castle before they wipe us out. By the way, our helicopter's okay, right?
Yep.
Keep that thing safe until we get back to the president. That's his limousine. I got my hands full just trying to get them off my tail. Call for reinforcements. They're gonna get away. Who are those pilots? Are you sure they're all right? We just gotta trust them and wait. That's part of the job. Drossel 3, enemy plane at your 6 o'clock. Right. Rick, fire back. You can't stay down
More
forever.
Sukhois.
Shoot down the enemy fighters. Lure them up to higher altitude. I can't tell who's got the upper hand from here. These guys aren't like the Ukes. They fly and fight differently.
Well, well, so this is the legendary Belkan Fighter Squadron.
Damn it. This is it. Fighter on our tail. It's over.
Calm down, man. This one's on your side.
Good kill!
They're not getting through us today. Let's show them what we've got.
All right. I got behind him. Damn it. We can't provide any cover for them from here. I can see muzzle flashes from the window. Dude, we're being attacked through the skylight.
Sam, confirmed destroyed. There they are. You're not getting away from me.
At this close range, we do better using spears instead of guns. From what I'm hearing on the radio, it seems like they're in trouble. That's because all you're hearing is radio transmissions from our side. Make sure we can pick them up the moment we get the signal.
Come on, are you kidding me?
Geez, a gunfight was just a banquet table between us. What, they didn't prepare any dinner for us? Oh no, they're targeting the helicopter! It's coming this way! Come on, help us!
Hey, over here. We're your targets, not that helicopter. Enemy tank confirmed destroyed.
Enemy tank confirmed destroyed.
We've broken into the command post. This is the enemy's nerve center. Whatever you do, don't shoot the president by accident. We can't protect this area any longer. Waiting orders. Hurry. The enemy's gonna start using desperate measures soon. Hilary, carry out Kukuk. You gotta do it. Don't wait for now. assignment.
Roger.
We're going to destroy the wall and get the infiltration team out of there. Got it? The area to be destroyed is displayed on your HUD. Aim carefully. Harrison's been hit. Get him back to the rear. Damn it! Our helicopter's waiting for us just outside this wall. We're in here. Break down this wall. Hey, did you tear that wall down yet? That almost fell on top of me. We can get out through that hole. Run!
Run! Run away!
The enemy's escaping out of the castle. Get all our remaining teams over there now. If we let the president escape, it's all over. Hurry! We'll cover you!
Target shot down with our combined firepower.
Get the wounded on board first! Don't worry about us. Just take care of the president. The president's strapped in. We didn't leave anything behind, right? Hurry up and leave the area. The enemy's gonna be here any moment. Fox 2, Fox 2! All right! Hurry, it's getting away! I can't attack it. The escorts are in the way. We have the president in our sights! Do something!
Sea Goblin, we'll take on the enemy planes.
We're defenseless in the air. We're counting on you. Is that you? The lady with a pretty voice. Are you there too?
Ah, President.
What the sky's swarming with enemy planes! Leave the bandits to our fighters! Just keep flying! So Anderson's realized what's going on behind the scenes too, right? Just a little bit more! We're almost through! Oh, I'm fine. Let me take a look at that wounded soldier. I'm alright. Take care of him first. Come on, get there! We're alright. We're gonna make it.
Alright, good. And that's it.
We managed to make it out of there. Mission accomplished. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate your efforts. By the way, your voice sounds familiar. Are you...
Yes, sir.
I thought so. Looks like I owe you another one.
Yep, and that's it. So, not much really in that mission. Look at that gunboat. Could have sworn I saw that gunboat just completely like dash, like completely just fly or slide across the water like that.
Blaze, begin carrier landing checks. You are cleared to land. Turn right.
Then again, it must have been switching to the other gunboat. Look at all the pretty colors.
3 miles to touchdown. 2 miles to touchdown. 1 mile to touchdown.
Awesome.
Perfect, Blaze. Stand by and prepare for your next sortie.
So, pretty straightforward mission. Nothing really big deal.
Mission accomplished. President Harling was safely retrieved. The president is showing some signs of fatigue, but in general his condition is good.
And that's basically it too. Nothing special about the stats of the mission.
When we got word of the president's return and ran up to the bridge, he was smiling and chatting with Pops and Captain Anderson. Apparently, he spent his days confined in the old castle, looking at the 7 ground zero craters right out his window, which served as the border between the two countries of North and South Belka. In the end, the Osean army couldn't take the Yuktobanian capital, and the war began to bog down. For Belka, who challenged the world to battle, but were crushed by the twin powers of Osea and Yuktobania, there could be no sweeter revenge. They had created the hatred between the two countries, hoping that the war would eventually exhaust them both. The military officials on both sides were playing right into their hands. The intelligence vessel continued to intercept the Yuktobanian army's communications. One message from Air Force Traffic Control contained a string of mysterious numbers. Latitude, longitude, a date and time, and one more set of numbers. The president had the answer.
Well, how about that? These are the numbers of votes I won in my presidential elections. Huh, this is from the first time I won, and here's the number from the election 2 years ago. This message was meant for me.
The coordinates marked a location within North Balkan territory. The date was tomorrow. The squadron from Sand Island became the president's personal air fleet, even as the official reports continued to state that they were shot down and killed. This was the new emblem.
So now we're no longer the War Dog Squadron. Now we're the Rosgray Squadron. So from now on, we're going to bear that black paint. Which normally when you get to this part of the game, it's when you unlock it. So